It's Devil's Night.
Get me out of here.
How do we stop this thing?
It doesn't stop until it's finished with what it was summoned to do.
It was the devil.
Look at this guy. He's terrified in there.
This creature, man, just came out of nowhere. It killed her, man.
Hello, everyone out there in Movie Show Plus land. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that intro, Sam. Sam
Yeah,
Logan
Show
is a independent filmmaker, and you've got a new movie that's going to be coming out very soon. And the title of it is, let me make sure I get it all correct, Devil's Night, Dawn of the NAIN ROUGE.
Correct.
So
Yes.
it's horror, sci-fi, but most important, it's compelling. You know, you get pulled into the story right from the very beginning.
Well, I appreciate your thought on that. It's a little bit. It's an amalgam. I like to say it's an amalgam of multiple genres because it's part crime thriller, it's part suspense thriller, it's part police action caper. There's
A love story.
There's a love story in there. So it's. I think it has a little bit of everything. Hopefully, that people want to see in a movie, and you know, hopefully, I think you've seen it already.
Yes.
For everybody who Show Plus land always wonders, hey, you know, does Greg get to see these movies in advance? Yes, he does. And although it's not publicly out for another 2 weeks. Did you like it?
I did. I enjoyed it. I mean, I like watching the type of movies where when you first see it, you want to know, okay, because your action really kind of starts right off, you know.
Immediately, yes.
And so you want to see what the heck's going on here. And it's also good where, of course, some people are thinking it's something and others are thinking it's something else. And just hearing the two of them kind of like go back and forth about,
Right.
you know, no, that couldn't be it. And it's like in your mind, you're going to go, dummy, it is it, you know, type thing. It's fun to yell back at the screen.
That's what we wanted to try to do. We wanted to try to set this film in the real world reality of what a fictional, you know, and whether you're from Detroit or whether you're from New Jersey, whether you're from, you know, I mean, you know, up in the mountains in Colorado, or whether, you know, I mean, you've got, or whether, you know, you're watching this film from the UK and, you know, you're familiar with the Loch Ness Monster, or you know, the Chupacabra, or the Legend of Bigfoot in the north, or any, I mean, every city and every town has its, has that sort of urban myth and urban legend. So when we wanted to make sure that no matter where you were from, even if you didn't know what the NAIN ROUGE was, you were able to enjoy the film because you understood what urban myth and legend, you know, you had personally in the geography of where you were from, and so we wanted to make sure that that it was enjoyable for everyone in that way. So it wasn't, while we are exporting Detroit and a Detroit legend, we do get to represent Detroit. I love Detroit. I love being from here. We wanted to make sure that everyone was able to identify with a character, like you said, you know, setting it up in such a way where everything was real, set in the real world. It wasn't like a fictional. You know, a lot of horror films can, and I love my campy horror films. I don't want to listen. I watch campy horror films all the time, but I wanted to set this one a little bit more. You know, that's why the focus was more on group of veterans coming back from overseas. You know, they joined the local police force, understanding again the geography of the metropolitan Detroit area, how the rural area in the north, and how that plays with sort of the urban epicenter. And then you have two officers that come together. Because I think when I'm in LA, and you've been to LA, so you know, or when you go to New York, you know, there's people from everywhere in LA. They're like, where are you from? Where are you from? And people just say LA, but there's a different subculture in the north, south, east, or west of LA, depending on where you're from. And Detroit is very, very much no different. You know, New York has its boroughs,
Right.
but you're from Metro Detroit. You know, 20 miles, you know, 7 miles, very different than, you know, 27 miles.
Right.
Know? So
no, that's for sure.
Wanted to make sure though that the audience was able to understand that there are these that 30 minutes north, south, east, or west, there are somewhat the character of the community as a whole. I don't know if I got too philosophical there. Forgive me.
But I was going to say, tell people a little bit about the story and what's going on without giving it away.
So our story follows, and I don't know if you're cutting, obviously intercutting here into footage from the trailer or not, but for the audience out there. But our story follows a couple of veterans that come home from a conflict overseas. Again, we wanted to identify with what is sort of a societal norm, and most people that we know, when there, a lot of police officers are indeed have experience as in the military, and so they want to continue serving. And Nate Mathers, of course, plays Detective Lee O'Connor alongside Amar Nemo, and Jerry Narsh, who's the actual police chief of Lake Orion, playing, I always joke, a bizarro version of himself.
Right.
And and Grover McCants and gosh, it's the whole list. So and Jesse Jensen, who plays the principal character of the film, and everything is on her shoulders. And there's that debate of when they come back, integrating into their community. There's a series of mischievous and well, I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to find a way. There's
mysterious stuff is going on that no one knows.
Things are going on. There's, as the DVD cover on the back says, which I've seen, baffling murders. So
there you go.
There's a series of unsolved unsolved sort of mysteries in the town, and these people, and everyone wants to find out what the truth is. Right. And some people are saying, hey, there's this mythical figure that's involved. And of course, the characters that are not a part of her world are saying, this, that's just crazy. If I were to come tell you, tell and that's why I said we want to set it in the real world. Hey, see all this stuff happening? It's because of Bigfoot, or it's because of aliens from outer space, or which I do maybe could exist actually. I don't want to say so. It's a big
right. You're giving all the alien people out there something to think about.
Yeah, but it would if I were to say the NAIN ROUGE was actually the cause of it, people would actually, you're crazy. You can't say stuff like that. And so that's kind of the reality of the world we want to. Did I answer that? I don't think I answered that properly.
You did fine. We don't want to give too much away. But just when we were talking about people in the movie, you've also got quite a few local Detroit celebrities. I mean, Jay Towers in it.
Jay, I love Jay. Amy's in it. Amy Andrews, and we've got gosh, there's a scene I think that we're giving you an exclusive sneak peek where we've got Tommy Hearns, Tommy the Hip Hearns, and Jackie Callan, who plays herself in a sense. She sort of plays, I guess you could say, my boxing promoter in that sequence.
Right. Also, Sheriff Mike Bouchard, he's in it.
Bouchard also. This movie is, I want to say this, because a lot of people often ask, how do you make a movie? I said, this film essentially for us was to some extent a proof of concept. I'm elated that we made it this far. And I mean, it was an opportunity to be able to, I had an opportunity to co-write obviously our screenwriter, Aaron Herman Russman, what a fantastic writer. And a story that we were able to bring to life on what I call a budget of favors and passion. And you and I mean, anybody out there knows independent film. There's a lot of movies you guys watch. How do those movies get made? I always say it's a budget of favors and passion. And right. Luckily, because Detroit is so connected, it was really. I can't thank all those people enough for wanting to participate in being in the picture. Next time we're gonna get you, Greg Russell, to play yourself. Great. In my next movie. So 100% we'll have to make that happen. But yeah, everyone who came in and we wanted to set it in a tangible real world. And Swifty McVeigh, I got to shout out to Swifty. Oh, yeah. The week we had shot with him, I actually went to the Detroit. We had gone to one of the local museums, and there was a picture of him of D12 in this hip hop exhibit. Okay. And I was like, I'm here at a museum looking at ancient Persian artifacts from the 5th century, and then I walk 10 feet down to the hip hop exhibit. You're on the wall, and here I'm, multi-platinum recording artist. Now I'm doing a movie with you. So, and I grew up listening to his music when I was in high school. You have to understand, like, there was a little level of, there's hero worship. It was kind of, it's cool to be able to call him now on my cell phone.
Right.
A lot of the younger folks now, they might not remember D12, but.
Oh yeah,
that was a big deal for us. But yeah, so the fact that I just wanted to say, really, I can't tell you how excited we are that Cinedigm. I got to thank everyone at Cinedigm, honestly, for making this a reality for everyone involved in this picture, and taking the risk and taking the reins over to take a little urban legend from Detroit and share it with the world. So
Fantastic. Now, if people want to see it, when can they see it, and how can they see it?
So yes, the movie releases on June 23rd. As I have been told by members of my family who are already
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hey, she's the reason I'm that's true. Everybody call your moms, will you? Just pick up a call, if you're not doing anything. Check up. Call your parents. Call your mom, call your dad. June 23rd, Amazon. It'll be releasing digitally. Obviously, we can't go to theaters because of So, but we will be going straight to stream and DVD. So the stream is going to be available on digital through Apple and through Amazon. As I've been told, pre-orders are already available. Walmart.com. As I've been told, if you go to Walmart.com, like I said, the DVD is already available for pre-order there. And the DVD is actually going to be a really cool disc because there's some deleted scenes and there's a whole making of featurette on it. Because a lot of people go, how'd you film in Detroit? What's Detroit all like? What is Lake Orion like? Get the DVD. Because you're going to get some really, really cool bonus features. So
Fantastic.
Yeah. And if you're a Nathan Mathers fan, we couldn't get all his scenes in the movie. I actually, one day I'm going to chant for the Logan cut of this film. Like the Snyder.
Okay.
It wasn't my call, but some of those deleted scenes, luckily, I kind of had to plead to get them on the DVD, but we were able to get them on the DVD, which is more because Nate is just so powerful on camera.
Oh, yeah.
He really is. Just he's so there's like a charm that he has. It's
well, fantastic. You got charm too, Sam. Don't forget, folks, check out Sam's movie, Devil's Night: Dawn of the NAIN Rouge. Sam, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you to everybody in Movie Show Plus Land. I want you to keep watching this show, and I want you to keep supporting Greg and also support independent film and cinema of all kind. And can I just say this out there, that when the movie theaters do reopen, we're going to need you, okay? Because the magic of movies and more is alive. I'm going to steal that tagline from Paul Glantz at Imagine. If you live in Detroit, get yourself to the Imagine near you, because it is a Michigan-based company. And thank you for supporting this film as well. And yes, I'm going to hold you to your cameo on the next one. We've already got it.
I'm looking forward to it, Sam.
All right.
So far.
We'll get you a poster, just like,
I like that. Sam, thanks so much. And we've got more Movie Show Plus coming up.